Well, welcome to Silent Hill. Feel like I've been wanting to do this Let's Play for years. Just never really had the chance. Silent Hill is one of my favorite video game series is of all time. And I, your good friend C. Jacobs, am going to walk you through this horrible, horrible nightmare, hand in hand. Hopefully we'll make it out on the other side okay. Silent Hill was released in the late 90s as one of the middle of the era PS1 games. Came out around the time of Crash Bandicoot, the dual analog, early 2000s rap. There are a lot of references to the movie Kindergarten Cop in this game for some reason. Sonic Youth, that general era of technology, culture, and a pivotal point for video games. This Let's Play is going to be... Whoop, no, go away, intro. Don't start again. This Let's Play is going to be relatively casual. Live commentary. I'm going to do my best not to talk over the cutscenes and stuff, but there aren't very many, so it's not going to be that big a deal, I think. I haven't played Silent Hill in several years, except for a real quick preliminary run I did the other day. So this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a mostly blind, mostly not blind experience. Would you please stop cutting away from the title screen? You know what? Let's just get started so that doesn't keep happening. I'll see you on the other side, everybody. I always loved this loading screen when I was younger. Well, hell, let's go find our daughter. But first, why don't we turn around and go back to the car? Because this is something that even back in the 90s, people never did and then were surprised that you could do. If you turn around at the beginning of the game, you can go back to our dear friend Harry's car and you can examine it and you can see that it's a pretty nice car. But unfortunately, it's too banged up to drive, which is weird. Seems like he could really just wipe off those scratches. That's fine. Silent Hill, of course, operates on tank controls. You're going to see me pivoting around in circles quite a bit. There is a quick turn button, or rather a combination of buttons, but good luck. Good luck.
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl? Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
Your friend and mine, Harry Mason, Father of the Year, is voiced by a man who is shrouded in mystery. Nobody really knows anything about Harry's voice actor, as is the case with a lot of voice actors in early PS1 games. But there's no time to talk about voice acting right now. We gotta find our daughter, who has run off into the fog. Interestingly, it's a little bit low quality in standard definition, but I mean, you can actually see her running away, which is really interesting. That's something I actually never knew until I was able to play this on an emulator. I'm playing this on an emulator, by the way, just for the highest possible quality capture. Speaking of capture, looks like certain something was unable to get away from something else. It's gonna stand right in it too. That's fine. I don't know if I like these cinematic camera angles. Usually not a great sign. Although very technologically impressive. Yes, it is. Great. Well, this is spooky already. Wonderful. Oh, double wonderful. I like that it's not just a wheelchair, it's a broken wheelchair. As if, like, one of those two things being in a random alleyway wasn't enough. And oh my god, great! Awesome. Oh, well, this is just the best vacation I've ever been on. Oh boy, this just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it?
What is this? What's going on here?
Nightmares, Harry. That's what's going on here. I see something behind me. I'm gonna be ready to run when I hit the action button again. Crap. No, you don't. Excuse me. No, stop that. Crap. Oh. Well, they got me.
Was I dreaming?
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm all right, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here. I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen a little girl? Just turned 7 last month, short, black hair. My daughter.
Sorry. The only person I've seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me. But from what I can tell, something bizarre's going on. That's all I know. What's your name?
Harry. Harry Mason.
Sybil Bennett. I'm a police officer from Brams, the next town over. The phones are all dead, and the radio too. I'm going back to call in some reinforcements. Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
No way. It's dangerous out there.
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Have you got a gun?
No.
Take this, and hope you don't have to use it. Now listen to me. Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting. And don't do it unless you have to. And don't go blasting me by mistake. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
Well, I mean, hey, at least there are other people alive. That's nice. I'm glad that not everybody was murdered by horrible children. First thing I'd like to point out is that a lot of the flavor text, posters, etc. in this game are very strange. Like these posters on the wall that say study, damn it. I don't know why they say that, but they sure do. Another thing I'd like to point out is that Harry's polygons are very strange because this is a PS1 game. So him just kind of jittering around like that, that's just him being idle, okay? Don't worry about it. He's a very jittery man. Well, hey, we got a gun. Given to us by a police officer, so you know it's in good condition. And we've unlocked the ability to save our video game. Wonderful. You can see I've already got one slot saved here because I'm still working on making my way through the game off of the recording. So you might see this save file evolve as this Let's Play goes on. I don't know. Hooray! Boy, we're already 4 minutes and 33 seconds into the game. Cutscenes don't count for game time, by the way. We're about to pick up some staples of the Silent Hill series. Health drinks, flashlights, and maps just sitting in random spots. They're ours for the taking. Look at Harry, what a handsome man. Whoop. I'm sure it was nothing. Can we get out of here now? Yeah, okay, fine. I guess we'll do that. How about this box? Okay. Guess we're not picking that up then. They won't let you leave until you pick up the knife, which is strange because we've already got a gun. I don't know, maybe Harry thinks a melee weapon is essential even when you have a firearm. Very prudent.
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
And with that classic voice line, we're being attacked. Hooray! Hey, this is the inventory screen. It's a classic Resident Evil style inventory wheel. No time to think about that now.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
This is definitely not a dream. Yes. I think we have confirmed that it is in fact not a dream now. So this creature, I believe, is called an air screamer. It's certainly something. They're not too dangerous, but if they catch you off guard, they will beat you up. And while their attacks are pretty funny, it's not so funny when you're being hit by one. Oh, okay, good idea. The radio, of course, is another Silent Hill staple. It sounds off whenever there are enemies nearby, which is great. It's very useful, but you can turn it off if you feel like being stealthy. Consider it marked. Good idea, Harry. Let's head that way. But first, let's pick up this handgun ammo that is just kind of placed here. You'd be surprised how many Let's Plays I've watched where people just kind of walk by this ammo. I guess because it kind of looks like set dressing, I don't know. So, welcome to Silent Hill. Pretty much the whole town is open to us now, and we can go wherever the hell we want. There are monsters running around, but they're not too especially dangerous right now. Later on, though, we're gonna not want to tangle with them if at all possible. But we're just gonna head to that alley because we're eventually gonna see the whole town anyway. Again, we've got to find our daughter. Never mind the whole thing about us getting eaten by monsters. Just pretend that didn't happen. Oh, speaking of monsters, it's time for us to meet our second foe already. It's dogs. Dogs with no skin. Because, I mean, why not? I guess we had to find out what ate this thing eventually. So if you stop for a while, Harry will hang out, catch his breath, but you don't really need to. Unlike the other Silent Hill games, there's no, stamina system or anything. Harry can just run forever. He's kind of a badass. What you're going to learn over the course of this game is that Harry Mason is a superhuman. He pretty much, he gets knocked down and he gets back up again. And again and again. He's got determination to find Cheryl, and I think that's pretty cool. That was not a joke when I said he was the father of the year. He tries really hard, and I appreciate his efforts. Now what have we here? Oh great, we can't go back to the part where I got eaten. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Immediately a better melee weapon than the knife. I definitely will be making use of this. Here comes some classic Silent Hill history. What does he mean? How is that supposed to be him? Also, why does the drawing block say Kuwigurdinok? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Well, that's just wonderful, Harry. Your 5-year-old cannot draw worth shit. What have we here? Nope. Look at it, Harry. Aha!
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
I see. Well, then let's head that way. No time to waste. So you can blow through this game in about 4 or 5 hours if you're just doing a casual playthrough. You can get through it in maybe like an hour and a half if you really know where you're going. But we're going to take it nice and slow. We're going to, walk wherever I feel it's necessary. Really drink in the atmosphere of the game. Because even though this is a PS1 game, it holds up surprisingly well. Like, the aesthetic is very interesting. It's very reminiscent of the classic Resident Evil games. And like, games like Quake, where they don't use really photorealistic textures, but they're realistic enough to give you a good picture of, like, a real place. And Silent Hill specifically is very, very good about that. Like, look at, as we're passing by these stores, like, just look at them all, because there's so much to see. Like, there's so many unique buildings and textures. It's crazy. It really is. I yanked the textures out of this game to see just how many there are, and there are a whopping 999 texture files. Ooh, excuse me. We need to recreate a piece of Silent Hill history here. He wants to find his daughter, but he's not very observant. Nothing in particular. I'm about to eat a hit. We're going to be passing by here again, though, so I'm going to take these dogs out. I believe it does extra damage to them if you shoot them while you're jumping, I think is a mechanic. I don't remember. Either way, shooting them in the air will knock them down, and then you can go and smack them. Okay. Now we need to go down and to the right to get to the school. I really like that they let you examine that doghouse. The things that they let you examine in Silent Hill are very, very strange sometimes. Oh. Oh, well, I guess we're not going this way. Well, what have we here? Oh. Okay. Cool. Well, I guess that doghouse does serve a purpose then, because we sure as hell aren't going this way. But before we go down to check out the house on Levin Street, why don't we head this away? See if there's anything over here. One thing that's important to keep in mind about Silent Hill, the town... Okay, nope, nothing important. Cool. Is that there are goodies stashed all over the place. Like, over here. There's just a health drink sitting on this person's front stoop. Because, I don't know, why not? We're just gonna rob these people. I mean, it's not like they need it. By the way, we needed to pick up the map of Silent Hill, but we actually can miss other maps. Like, there will be other maps that we can pick up, and the game is just fine with letting you walk right on by them and just kind of wandering around lost. So, I sure hope I remember where all of those are. Now let's see what's so special about this doghouse. Again, not very observant. Which is fine. It's just, you know, nothing unusual, huh? Maybe be a bit more observant in the future, Harry. I wouldn't have had to make that little detour. Also, who puts their spare house key in plain sight? That seems like a very bad idea. Houseplant? Can't examine that. So I'm not playing on New Game Plus here. There are several layers of New Game Plus in Silent Hill 1 where the game will get more and more difficult as you play through it more and more. And this door is always going to be locked. We will never open this door. Because on New Game Plus, that door is open. And there's a cool weapon in there. Which I am going to show off on a bonus video. Lots of fun unlockables to be had in this game. This was back in the days before unlockables that were actually fun became a thing of the past. I like that this area is called Doghouse. Like, yes, technically speaking, this is the house where the dog would have lived, but like, this was somebody's house, I'm sure. Look at the locks on this door. What in the world? I mean, yeah, no shit. Great. What's this? Okay. Cool. Now if we look at our own map, we've got pretty much the same stuff, minus the writing, I guess. And I suppose this is where we're going to find those keys. So why don't we head back out and go do that? Why not? I haven't had enough of wandering around the streets of Silent Hill. I could always use more. Now we want to go hang a left and then a right, because we are going to go to the bridge first, because on the way to the bridge there is some fun stuff. So we want to cross the street here. We don't even have to look both ways. Man. And who said the town being abandoned and full of monsters would be a bad thing? I heartily disagree. Look at this. Look at my blatant disregard for safety. By the way, I believe you can examine some of these cars. And Harry's like, oh, it's dead. There's definitely no driving this car. Oh boy. So out here on the streets of Silent Hill, I'm going to fight basically nothing, because unlike some of the interiors we're going to see, you really, really don't have to fight stuff. Like, there are enemies, and some of them are very close to where we're going, like this convenience store. But they'll stay out of your way if you dodge around them. This convenience store makes a very nice first stop to get yourself some, you know, ice cream, stock up on Surge, you know. Take a breather. You want potato chips? They got a whole aisle full of them. Unfortunately, it seems like someone has made quite a bit of a mess, so I don't think we will be picking up any potato chips after all. There's also a save point in here for some reason. Not sure why that is, but okay. Don't think there's anything behind the desk. But yeah, this is just a nice place to go for when you want to stock up on stuff early. We've got 7 health drinks already. 81 handgun bullets. Although, my supply of handgun bullets is going to dwindle, believe me. They really front load the handgun ammo. Just watch, that count is going to slowly dwindle over the course of the game. Now we are immediately going to run away from this totally unfamiliar convenience store that is definitely not modeled after anything real.